Hey, what's up guys? Scarm once again here. Before we get today's video started, remember to like, comment, subscribe for a chance to win an art set of Destiny Rival sleeve blisters. I'll be running the giveaway tomorrow. So between whatever comments we got between my first video and this one, we'll just choose between those winners, and I'll go ahead and contact you in the comments. Letting you to contact me for your, for your info, so we can get those sleeve blisters sent out to you. Beautiful art, beautiful art. Anyway, guys, today I want to talk about Journey Together and what I maybe think that people are sleeping on it. I know in my second video ever, we talked about how Journey Together flopped in comparison to Destiny Rivals, but that's not really a fair fight because Destiny Rivals is insane, still doing insane things. We might do a follow-up video probably sometime next week on that, but gotta diversify on the content. There is other content ideas I want to do, also going to shops and things like that, but more on that later. Anyway, guys, so Journey Together has been out since March 28th. That was the official release date. So at this point, about 2 months, like 2 months and like 5 days. So I just want to go ahead and talk about right now how the sales volume is basically non-existent. Let's do the 1 month chart. It's just easiest. So as we can see here, in the last couple days, there's only a few boxes selling here and there. I mean, even within the first page, we have 4 different days from June 3rd to June 6th today. It's not the end of the day today, but still, sales volume is very low. I mean, it says 0 items, but that's not really true. There's a few sales here and there. But as you can see, obviously the demand is starting to diminish on the set. It's still $200 a box though. Let's see. Yeah, 200. It's gonna be a while before this hits anything over. I mean, 205. It's gonna be a while before the set even goes past this. But what I do want to talk about though is, Pokemon history always repeats itself. There's always a couple sets that people stop looking at because they're happy and hyped about the new shiny thing, that being Destiny Rivals. And even then, people are not really forgetting. No, they're not forgetting about Destiny Rivals, but now they have to worry about Destiny Rivals and Black Bolt and White Flare. So I just want to go ahead and make this video because there's 2 things I want to mention about this set. One is this is the only set, I forget how many years, but it's a lot of years, but at least for sure in the Scarlet and Violet era, that has a promo, a box topper. By the way, I hate the fact that TCG Player has like 2 different listings. Like, dude, they're all enhanced as far as we know right now, except for like Australia and some if things like that. But anyway, rant over. This is the only booster box that has a box topper. And then second of all, there is a couple sets, and by a couple I mean a lot, quite a few, that Pokemon Company does miss on the reprint. And I don't know if people are thinking or not. Personally, I have 8 booster boxes. I do maybe want a few more, but it's like I'm thinking about it, and it's like this is still a little too high for me for this. Because if I'm gonna spend this, I might as well spend another $60 on Destiny Rivals. But here's the thing, guys. 2 things here, or 2 points that I believe. Either one, I personally think one is either Pokemon Company is going to reprint the set without the box topper. And the reason I believe that is because they were having so many issues with the box topper that it got to the point. I don't know if you guys read on that. It got to the point where they needed to manually start putting the box topper in the box because so many boxes were missing it. And people started they started to have actual employees do that for them. So that's one thing. So on the reprint, if there is a reprint, a restock, they might not have the promo, and if they don't, this is going to be a very, very expensive box just off the promo, because that's just a insane collector's item. Or 2, and this is what I think personally. I'm not sure, so that's why I might buy some more. But maybe just once the bull market ends and the bear market starts, these might drop a little bit. But I have 8 boxes, like I said. I have a sealed case and 2 loose ones. So I mean, again, I'm not a mega whale, so I'm not sure if I want to go into this set heavy. But maybe I'll get a few more. Maybe just get a couple more here. But the personal option that I believe is Pokemon Company might miss this set. I think personally they might miss it. Here's a couple of reasons why. Don't call me, hey, you're spreading false rumors. I'm not spreading anything. I'm just saying what I believe I could be completely wrong, but the reason I believe that Pokemon Company might miss the set is because look at when this in the window that this set was released. November, Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is still a more expensive booster box than this. Actually, we should probably bring that up. Surging Sparks is still a more expensive booster box than this. Where are we? Surging Sparks right here. Surging Sparks right now is at 225. How the heck did it go back to 225? It's starting to rebound, huh? Interesting. What's the sale volume on this right now? It's more than Journey Together. That's crazy. So anyway, back to my point, guys. I have 16 boxes of Surging Sparks. I think I'm good for now, and this is another massive reprint. Anyway, back to Surging Sparks is still a more expensive booster box than this. One, Journey Together was released in the middle of Surging Sparks, Prismatic, and then after was Journey Together, and then after Journey Together was Destined Rivals. I'm pretty sure out of those 4 sets, Pokemon Company, and even maybe I say 5 because Black Bull and White Flare are there. These last 5 sets of the Scarlet and Violet era, this is gonna be the set that gets missed. I personally believe that. Because one, maybe they were not even gonna want to like deal with the fact like, man, we're gonna have to like tell people or like sell these booster boxes without promos, and people are gonna get mad and maybe start a riot. So maybe that might even be a reason why they might not even bother reprinting them, because they're like, man, like let's not even deal with the backlash of that. And even then, again, Surging Sparks is still more wanted, Prismatic is still more wanted, Destined Rivals is wanted way more than any of that. Excuse me. And then excuse me. Sorry about that. And Black Bull and White Flare is gonna be way wanted more than that. And even then, at that point, honestly, I don't even know if people are gonna want Black Bull or White Flare legitimately because they like the Pokemon. I think people who are just true collectors are gonna want it because of how many IRs there are, and they want a master set that. It's gonna be a beautiful binder. I personally think it'd be a beautiful binder. That's my personal take, guys. I think this set is gonna be skipped. It's happened before. I mean, not every set ever gets a reprint. I think this set is gonna be skipped by Pokemon Company. So I think right now, guys, if you have no positions in this, I think maybe you should pull a trigger, get 1 or 2 here. If you can find a good deal, maybe you can find something like 200, 190. I personally think this is not going to be reprinted. Again, I'm not spreading a rumor. I'm not saying it is. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm wrong personally, because again, I think this is just first of all, I think this is a beautiful box, but because I would want a little more on at a better price. Again, might buy a few more, but right now got my 8 and I'm dealing. I'm prioritizing other sets like Prismatic, Destined Rivals, and Black and White. Which we'll be talking about Black and White. But yeah, I'd say Black and White. Black Bow, White Flare. Probably another video after this. I'm personally, prioritizing those sets. So I just want to go ahead and make this video, guys. Do not sleep on this box. Right now it's being slept on because the new shiny thing. But in the long term, this is gonna be a great box. And if this does get a reprint with no promo or no reprint at all, this is gonna have a very, very high value collector's item just because of that promo. Literally just because of that promo. As we can see here, the set value is not completely there. It's it's not. It's only 700. Let's just say 750. Personally, my favorite card of the set is the Salamence. I think that's the best card in the set. It's second to none in my opinion. So there are some beautiful cards. But I think this is the best card in the set. Lilith Clefairy is very nice. Don't get me wrong. The rest of these are very nice. I just think the Salamence is the best card in the set. Personally, for me, I think the art's just insane. I love that Salamence. But yeah, guys, tell me in the comments what you think is gonna happen with this box in the long run. But I personally think, again, if you have zero booster boxes, again, like I said in my Destined Rivals videos, not creating FOMO. It doesn't matter when you buy it. If you buy this at $205 and it gets reprinted to the ground to $100 in 5 to 10 years, I think this is personally going to be a $300 to $400 booster box. And if there is no reprint, and if there's a reprint but with no promo, this one's going to be insane. I'd say $800 probably. In a few years, 5 to 10 years, like I said. If there's no reprint at all, then still I think this booster box is going to be insane. If you don't have any, I recommend it. Again, obviously everyone has their own. Everyone has their own. You know, there's not a financial advice. I just say if you don't have any, maybe try to get one or two. But if you're not able to right now, then that's okay too. It's just wait for the reprint. If there is a reprint, if there's not, like I said, I just want to make this video to make you guys aware of what I think. Again, my personal opinion is that this reprint might get missed because of the last 5 sets of the era. This is the least popular, so Pokemon might just be inclined to, well, let's just skip this set, and well, it was a hassle to put these promos on top of the booster box. So that's my personal opinion, guys. Let me know what you believe in the comments. And again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe on this video. And again, just keep in mind, this is not selling right now. Honestly, you could probably find a pretty good deal. Just keep in mind, guys, try to find a good deal. Load up some booster boxes if you don't have any. That's my personal opinion. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Take care, guys.